Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master G 师傅 and 天日 Dragon Taoism ผู้亮天尊 Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is a very special episode with a free lesson that you can learn, and I promise that you'll take something with you today which you can use right away. But you got to make a promise. You got to stay tuned for our next 2 or 3 episodes because it should be linked up to this lesson. So you got to listen to the details. Okay. So what are we learning today? We're learning a very cool divination. And what is divination? Divination is asking a question with a pre-heaven party, what we call a divine, okay? So you're trying to ask a pre-heaven party for answers. And of course, you are not in my lineage right now. You're not my disciple, okay? If you're my disciple, you can use that too, okay? But if you're not my disciple, you're not ordained or initiated yet, you can still use this method after learning it today. And it's really cool because all you need is your palm and some trainings. Okay, so why and what are we asking? What are we talking to? Okay, well, if you are in our lineage, you can talk to the God in the lineage with this method. If you're not in the lineage, what you're talking to is you are talking to your spiritual planetary body, your Yuen Sun, or you can translate that to your God of time, which is like your own spiritual planetary body, and you're talking to your own pre-heaven powers. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, you're talking to that power, but that power is not here. You're talking to that power by going through your heart. So okay. Like your heart is like the modem, okay, and your spiritual planetary body is like far away. So you need to use that modem, okay, to connect over there. And in our previous episode, we talked about the law of entanglement. So you see, locally with you have your heart at the pre-heaven dimension layer, right? And in another location far away from you here, where like about, okay, where the sun is, about that distance, but in different dimension, different layer, okay, that is where your spiritual planetary body is. So you can see it's far away, but distance doesn't matter in that dimension. All you need is because they're entangled, right? They're like, both are linked up. So once you trigger and bring that heart, okay, the pre-heaven side will trigger the spiritual planetary body to move and ring the same frequency and give back an answer. So there are lots of like little things that you'll run into, and you might get this wrong if you are not experienced. So that's why I say I need a few episodes. Okay, so anyway, how to do it? Okay. Oh, by the way, before I start, I still need to say why your spiritual planetary body is a good source of answer. Okay, like why are you asking that? Because you're asking the spiritual planetary body because it holds your life potential. So you want to ask it, what is in front of me? What is the best way to go in front of me, and so on. So by doing that, you're getting to understand your spiritual planetary body. You are letting your spiritual planetary body understand you better, and so that it knows how to give you more help in a way that you preferred for the next day or for the future, right? So divination is a way to talk to your spiritual planetary body, but it is not always like, oh, I got the answer and it must be the right one or the best one. Sometimes it can turn out to be something not like what you really wanted, and you need to learn how to give feedback. When you give feedback, the spiritual planetary body will learn about you, and eventually, as you do this like back and forth a lot, it's like teaching your AI, right? It gets smarter, it gets more tuned to what you like, and eventually it will know your preference more, and because of that, your life is going to get smoother because it knows how to serve you better. Okay, so what is this divination? Well, take out your left hand. Now we're going to like straight to learning the method. Okay, no explaining. Take out your left hand. Okay, and you see the 3 fingers in the middle, right? Index, middle, and forefinger. We're using the 3 fingers tip. So you use the thumb to dot the tip. Okay, so going to the left, and then the left hand, index finger. Okay, you press that. Okay, now that is negative. Middle is we call that neutral, and then we have positive. Okay, negative. We have neutral, and we have positive. Get it? 3. Okay. In Cantonese, we saw yum, sing, and yang. Okay. So we have 3 different results. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, you understand there's this map. Okay. Very simple. 3 place. Right. It goes in this order: index, middle, forefinger. Right. Negative, neutral, positive. It goes like that. Okay. Good. Now we will be, let's say, getting a number, a combination number of a group of 3, and they're like single number. Okay, so let's say 952. Okay, then, well, let's go 352. Okay, let's count it. 352. So you put your thumb on the index fingertip. Okay, count 1, 2, 3, and walk. So index, middle, forefinger. So that's 3, right? And then from here, you count 1 again. So you count here, the forefinger. So 1, and then 2 is in the index, and then 3 in the middle, and then so on. Okay, so you start from where you left off, and then you cycle back. Okay, so you will try 3, 5, 2. Where are you going to land? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. We land on the middle finger. Okay, let's do one more. 1, 3, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 3. We start from the index fingertip again. So 1, and then 3 is 1, 2, 3. So now we're at the forefinger, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Middle finger again. Okay, let's do one more. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so 1 at the index finger. 2 is 1, 2, middle finger. 1, middle finger again. Okay, so if you have 1, you don't move. Okay, now we kind of know how to walk the palm, right? Okay, so you're going to think of a question that you want to ask. Okay, for example, what should I eat burger today? Okay, should I eat burger? You got to be like kind of like a yes/no question. So should I eat this burger today? Right? Now, what are you going to do is you think of it first. Okay, inside. Don't speak it out. Okay, just inside. Should I eat this burger today? Close your eyes and say it. And then you open your eyes and you make a little sound with your mouth, like huh, like that. Ha. Right? Anything that works. Okay, so make a little sound. This sound represents the whole message. After that, you close your eyes, and then what number comes to your mind without thinking? No thinking. Okay, open your eyes and spit out 3 numbers. 5, 4, 1. Okay. So we're going to dot the pound, starting from the index finger. 5, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Middle finger. Okay, that's neutral. Okay, so now this is what it means. Okay, if you have positive, okay, you imagine your spiritual planetary body is like the smiley face. Okay, when it's positive, it's smiling. When it's negative, it's on a frown. When it's neutral, it often stay like no comment, or it can be clapping hands like wow, 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 like that. Okay, so after you get the 3 numbers, you're gonna walk the palm, and then you're gonna see what that is. So in this case, you have the clapping hands or neutral. So your spiritual planetary body's answer can be like, well, yeah, okay, like that. Or it can be like, yeah, So you want to check, is it really a good thing? Or is it like, are you like just no opinion? Okay, then you ask again. And then this second time, okay, if you're confirming, you will skip the middle finger. Okay, so you're not gonna have neutral again, right? So if you have like say 2, 2, 4, okay, so your count 2 is like 1, 2. Now we're like on the fourth finger, right? Like you bend down the middle finger and skip it. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2 back to index. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on the fourth finger. So what is that? Positive. So that's like a positive kind of neutral. So it's like clapping hands, positive. So yeah, you know, like that's how you know it's a chicken burger. It's like really good idea, right? Okay, let's try one more. So I want to go buy grocery today. Should I go? You know, and then you want to ask this question, right? So you think about it inside, close your mind. I mean, close your eyes. You ask the question inside, say it once, okay? Don't think so much, just say it once, and then open your eyes, huh? And then you close your eyes again, what number, okay? 254, okay? 254, 254. So let's count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative. So it's a no, right? So basically, it's like a frown. No, don't go today, you know, like that. Right? Then your Yuen Sun say, don't go. Okay, now you know how to do it already. Wow. So it's all about experience and like more communication back and forth to understand. Okay, so what if your Yuen Sun tell you, like, oh, I should pick the curry chicken today. Okay, I picked the curry chicken and it turns out not good. What to do? What to do, right? No problem, because you need to give feedback. Your Yuen Sun is like another person on top. It tells you, yeah, that looks good. It doesn't matter if it's like really good or not, right? It's a, you know, I like this thing. Yeah, I look at it, that's my opinion. So you eat it and it's like, I don't really like it. You got to tell your Yuen Sun you don't like it. How to tell the Yuen Sun? The Yuen Sun is in the Preheaven, right? It looks at you by your action. How are you actually like reacting? So if you're eating the curry chicken, you don't like it, stop eating it. Or you have to say, this sucks. I don't like it, too hot, you know, like physically, verbally, physically do something to show. When you do that, your Yuen Sun will get the idea and get your intention. If you just say it inside your mind, it doesn't work. So if you're like, you know, trying to smile and be positive, you know, if it's not good and you keep smiling and then you like eat it all while it's not good, then you're not telling your Yuen Sun the truth. You're acting something that you don't really mean. Your Yuen Sun will then understand like, oh, you like this, you know? Next time I'll keep like giving you similar stuff. Right? So you act or do something about it. Hey, sometimes it's not always about food. I can't really act, you know, like, for example, you ask something like, is my friend betraying me? Okay, so let's do it. Like, you know, your friend, you got some feeling about this friend talking at your back and such like that. You can ask, is the friend, you know, betraying me, talking behind my back? Okay, now I say it inside myself, and then I open my eyes and, and then now I got an, and then I close my eyes again. No, If you go, you fail, okay? No, Close your eyes, 3 number. 412. Okay, 412. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. Okay, that's a clapping hand. So right now I know it's neutral, so it could be don't know, or it could be, you know, yes, or like positive or negative, right? I got a feeling my friend is betraying me. So let me ask, is that a good or bad neutral? Okay, so good or bad neutral. So bend down your middle finger, and then open my eyes. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. Negative kind of neutral. Wow, must be like an alert sign, right? You see, so I got to be aware of this friend, you know, be on guard. Doesn't mean that you need to cut the friend out immediately, though. You still need to do your job. You know, like the curry chicken, it could be wrong, right? It just gives you advice of what it sees right now, which is always better than you. So at least you're now on guard. Doesn't mean that you need to cut the friend, okay? It means you're on guard. On guard means you still observe and see what's going on. And then later on, okay, you find out that, oh, it's not really like that. Well, no, I just find out that my friend was actually doing this, and I talked to my friend and sorted it out. It was like just just nothing. Okay, so after you did it, you figured out, your Yuen Sun will also know what you physically encounter, your Yuen Sun will see it. What you say out of your mouth, your Yuen Sun will hear it. So you just got to say, oh, I just made a mistake. Just like that. Like talk to yourself, right? You just say it out, like that. This, like that. One sound can contain all the ideas that you have. You don't need to say it like elaborate the whole thing to tell a person. Your Yuen Sun just need one sound to contain the whole message. So you think about it in your mind, and then you go, like express it in one sound. Your Yuen Sun will get it and understand. Now your Yuen Sun also get updated. Like you in this world going through your thing and you find out something, you update the Yuen Sun about it. Now from then on, your Yuen Sun will know this friend is actually okay. So the Yuen Sun will not always try to like put power to defend against this friend and always warn you about the friend, right? So you won't get all the signs going on. You see, that's so cool, huh? Okay, sometimes people think that like, wow, I know how to do divination, I can use it to gamble. You cannot, okay? You're using this thing to talk to your Yuen Sun, right? Talking to your spiritual planetary body to communicate. So it's not like you can challenge it and say, hey, guess what my card is? I rolled the dice and you guess what number. It doesn't work like that. Your Yuen Sun is not going to like see through things and then, do that kind of thing. But it can sense preheaven energy. Okay, if someone's heart is like betraying you, your Yuen Sun often can sense those things right away before you do. So yeah, you ask someone betrayed you or not, you find out physically, not really. But you know what? You still keep, like if your Yuen Sun said they did, you better keep an eye out too, because usually it could be like it's in their heart, very deep, but they're not showing it. They don't want to say it yet. And maybe in the near future, it will happen. Right? You don't know. Sometimes people hide it in their heart for a long, long time. And then eventually, one day you find out, hey, why did they do that? Then you're shocked, right? When the Yuen Sun say something like that, you got to be aware. Now, sometimes we just don't know which one, like the Yuen Sun say, is going to you have to listen to it because you don't understand what the Yuen Sun does. So you think that all answers the Yuen Sun give will be like perfect, always right, the best one. No, okay? The Yuen Sun is a preheaven thing. It's up there, and it's like a preheaven organ of you, right? What it does is it's better at sensing preheaven elements, such as feelings, the soul, and so on. If you want to like make decision, right, something about your future, this is a good source to ask. Okay, sometimes you want to ask about like something that have to track back in time and you have no way to track back, then you can also ask the Yuen Sun for a little bit of help. Now, everyone's Yuen Sun is very different. Some of the people's Yuen Sun is very polluted. Some people have like Yuen Sun with lots of evil stuff inside. So the Yuen Sun is not going to be always the best choice. So that's why for us Taoists, we communicate with a clean and cultivated and purified choice, which like purified party, which is the God. So we ask the God is cultivated, it's always clean, and it's not going to be hacked and whatever, right? So it's always the best way to go with answers. And for my suppose if you want to ask the God, simply, you just need to stomp the heart spell before you do the whole thing. Now you're talking to the God inside and using the same method. Bam. You say, yeah, so cool, huh? So yeah, if you guys are trying to learn this method and try to make better decision in life, whenever you have like a problem trying to make decision, it's always a good idea to ask your Yuen Sun for help. If it's like work out really good, then you should be appreciative and love your Yuen Sun more. If it doesn't work out, you got to give feedback and not act like a hypocrite, and still be positive about everything blindly so that your Yuen Sun will learn from your feedback. And later on, when your Yuen Sun knows you better and better, it's like a friend knows you better and better, you will love the Yuen Sun more, the Yuen Sun will love you more, and you guys will have a better relationship, which means your life will improve. We will have to see you in the next episode because my timer is up. So remember your promise, you got to come back for class. Bye-bye.